Anime is probably one of the biggest entertainment pieces of all time in current history. It's rivaling movies, popular TV shows. Anime in the last decade has grown, whether that's revenue, the amount of animes that you can watch, the fan base, Anime is basically a global household name now, and it's here to stay. And one of the things that I think anime has a problem with is trying to find shows that newcomers can slowly ease themselves into the genre and become longtime fans of the whole genre itself, right? So in today's video, it's gonna be very simple. I'm gonna give you guys 5 animes that I think that will be very suitable for beginners and those who are very new to anime, have no clue what it is, and I think this is a very nice way to slowly ease them into like the overall wacky genre, right? You don't want to just throw them into the wolf, right? Don't make them watch The Future Diary or fucking Magical Senpai or some other weird niche fucking thing, right? You need to ease them in slowly. If they get a feel for it, then you can unload on like the actual like heavy hitting shit, like Hellsing, Darling in the Franxx, The Future Diary, Berserk, shit like that, right? So keep in mind, for this video, there's gonna be no sense of like structure. These are gonna be random. Before the video starts, I just want to clarify that this is not objective. This is completely subjective. I am also gonna throw in some bonus ones in here too, so if you guys are interested in those, I suggest you guys watch the entire video. So for the very first one I have on here, I have Bocchi The Rock, and Bocchi The Rock is probably one of the most easiest animes you can sit down and watch. There's nothing crazy going on. There's no fan service, no wacky camera angles or anything like that. If you're really into like music and guitar specifically, you guys would definitely love Bocchi The Rock. Basically, Bocchi The Rock is just a girl who's introverted and shy. She's always wanted to be like a guitarist and join a band and all that when she was like little. So fast forward a couple years, she's in middle school. Now her next goal is to join a band, and that's basically what the whole show is. If you're really into music and guitars, I suggest you guys watch this. They're really accurate with the guitars. I've seen plenty of guitarists praise Bocchi The Rock for how accurate it is when it comes to mimicking the guitar. So if you guys are into that, I suggest you guys check out Bocchi The Rock. So for number 2, for this one, I actually never really was into romantic anime and stuff like that, but this is a pretty good one. Love After World Domination. If you're not into like the whole lovey-dovey romantic anime side of the genre, I suggest you guys give this one a chance. This one's really heartfelt. This is really nice. Pulls on your heartstrings. Really cute anime. So the entire show is basically just mimicking and parodying Power Rangers. The hero and the villain basically fall in love with each other and they start dating, and it's up to them to try and keep the relationship hidden between their enemies and partners. So that's basically what the show is. Really heartfelt, really funny. If you guys are really into stuff like that, I suggest you guys watch that. It's a nice little show you can watch with your girlfriend or something. Very tame. No fan service whatsoever. No weird panty shots or anything. There's only one of them, but it's only brief. I suggest you guys go watch that. It's a really good anime. Alright, so for number 3, this is I highly recommend you guys sit down and watch through. It's really good, and that is Cowboy Bebop. If you guys are already an avid anime fan, you guys should already know about Cowboy Bebop. It is, if not one of the most important animes ever. It basically put anime on the map in the US. I would say Cowboy Bebop is one of the most important animes you have to watch if you want to be into anime. That's just my personal opinion. Cowboy Bebop is about Spike, Jet, Faye Valentine, Ed, and a West Corgi named Ian. Basically, the entire premise of the show is they are basically bounty hunters, and they're traveling between the galaxies looking for bounties. Of course, there's also subplots between Spike and Faye Valentine. I'm not gonna get into what those subplots are, and I suggest you guys sit down and watch it. Also go and watch the movie. I haven't watched the movie yet, but I heard the movie is really good. Alright, so coming in for number 4, this one's a little bit of a long one, definitely. If you're into shonen, if you like boxing and stuff like that, you guys should already know what I'm talking about. But for those who are not aware, Hajime no Ippo, the fighting anime. One of the greatest boxing animes I have ever watched so far. Like between this one and Megalobox, I would recommend you guys watch Hajime no Ippo. It's such a good anime, just from the start to finish. Really good. It really shows you the perspective of fighting in the boxing ring and all that. As somebody who's never been into boxing, Hajime no Ippo basically got me into boxing a little bit for a small time. Just how they discussed boxing and everything, it kept you really engaged. So if you're into that, I highly suggest you watch that. Alright, so for some bonus ones, I have Mob Psycho 100. I actually think Mob Psycho 100 is a pretty good shonen anime. Pretty decent plot. There's about maybe, I think, 2 to 3 seasons worth of episodes and a movie. So if you guys are into stuff like that, you guys definitely watch it. Mob Psycho 100 is really good. Next on the bonus list, I have Hellsing, the original Hellsing from the 90s, not the recent one that came out back in like 2013, 2014. I recommend you guys watch the original story first in the original art style. Me personally, I think they do a little too much in the remake, and it kind of takes you out of it a little bit. That's just my personal opinion. You got the vampire Ardkar and his servant Sarah's Victoria, and they basically protect the British Empire from ghouls and satanic freaks. You guys probably have heard of Hellsing from the Team 4-star dub, but I do suggest you guys actually sit down and watch the full original story. If you're really into like the gory stuff, like the gory animes, I think you guys will definitely like Hellsing. Alright, coming in number 1, the one I highly recommend any newcomer to watch, it's Frieren Beyond Journey's End. This show is fucking amazing. If you're really into like the drama fantasy kind of shows like that, right, you guys will definitely love Frieren. I know I was never really into stuff like that, but I really enjoyed my time watching Frieren. Basically, the premise of Frieren is she was a part of a group of heroes back then who passed away. She is an elf who has a way longer lifespan than the humans that she's with. Fast forward a couple years, she's now has a new apprentice she's teaching. Really good show. Whether you're a newcomer to anime or you've been a veteran like me, I highly recommend anybody to go watch Frieren. My words can't do justice. Just go and watch it. It's on Crunchyroll. Go find it on Kiss Anime. Go find it somewhere, man. Just go and just enjoy this show. I believe there's also going to be a season 2 coming soon. I'm not exactly sure when it's going to come. Very little fan service, nothing too crazy. So if you guys are into that, watch that. It's time for some honorable mentions. Starting at number 1, I have Zom 100. Zom 100, I actually don't mind Zom 100. Zom 100 was a pretty decent show, but it's on a hiatus at the moment. Still no word on when exactly it's coming back. It's kind of in limbo, sadly. So if you want to watch it, you can watch it, but I wouldn't get my hopes up on a season 2 anytime soon because I'm pretty sure Mappa has a lot on their plate as is. So who knows exactly when Zom 100 is making a return. Number 2 for the honorable mentions, Kill la Kill. It's kind of funny because I know in my last video I talked about Kill la Kill and why I fell in love with anime was because of Kill la Kill. Personally, I just don't think I can really recommend it to a newcomer. The main reason why I didn't put Kill la Kill in my top 5 for beginners to recommend is mainly because this show has a lot of fan service. If a newcomer goes to watch Kill la Kill, they probably get the wrong impression about anime. Albeit it is a really good story. You know, I personally enjoyed it. I just don't think it's suitable for newcomers. And for the last spot, I have my honorable mentions Gunbuster 1 and Gunbuster 2. Again, for the same reason as for Kill la Kill. Really interesting story. There is some fan service in this. I would hate for newcomers to watch these, and the fan service turns away from the genre. Alright, and with that note, that is my top 5 list of animes that I would recommend to beginners. And what are your guys' top 5 animes you guys would recommend for newcomers? You know, I'm curious to see what you guys come up with in the comments. You know, let's have a discussion about it, you know. I definitely think there's a lot of good beginner animes out there. Anyway, with that, that's the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have not already, be sure to check out my shop down below at redbubble.com/Yexrobd. Be sure to subscribe to my second channel and like and subscribe. Follow me on my socials. All that will be in the description down below. Anyway, hope you guys have a good day. My name is Yex, and I'm gonna go to fucking bed because I'm sitting here and it's already like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I've been up since like 9 p.m. after work. Anyway, see you.
Heads up, airdrop on the way. Victory! Game, set, match! You just put on a highlight reel!